All right, get ready. We're about to sprint through 400 years of world-changing ideas, and they all came from one tiny, waterlogged country. If you're using Wi-Fi while eating an orange carrot, you are living in a world built by the Dutch. It's true. This tiny nation has been quietly inventing your reality for 400 years. From the stock market to the Bluetooth in your ears, the Dutch got there first.
Okay, so let's kick things off with the absolute foundations of the modern world. We're talking about the pillars that everything else is built on. And guess what? They were first put in place by the Dutch. This is about what you eat, how you invest your money, and even how you see the entire universe.
Let's start with something you probably have in your fridge, the orange carrot. Believe it or not, this is a Dutch invention. Seriously. Before the 17th century, carrots were purple and white. It was Dutch farmers who were the very first to selectively breed them into that bright orange color we all know today, and they did it as a tribute to their royal house of Orange. And what about cheese? Well, way before we had global supply chains, the Dutch were the first to engineer foods specifically for export. We're talking as far back as 400 AD. They pioneered cheeses like Gouda and Edam, designing them with those iconic wax rinds so they could survive long, brutal sea voyages. They literally invented the global cheese trade.
The very idea of a stock market, the whole financial system we rely on today, yep, that's a Dutch invention too. Back in 1602, the Dutch East India Company, the VOC, launched the world's first initial public offering. They were the ones who originated the concept of a publicly traded company, and then they created the first ever stock exchange right there in Amsterdam just to trade its shares.
From finance to science, in the 1590s, it was Dutch spectacle makers who first figured out how to arrange lenses in a tube. In doing so, they invented the compound microscope. And that same innovation in optics also led them to invent the telescope. Just think about that. With one idea, they were the first to unlock two brand new universes, the hidden microscopic world of bacteria and the vast cosmos way up above us.
So, you can see how they built the foundations. Next up, let's look at how the Dutch were the first to engineer ingenious, practical solutions for everyday life. Things for our health, our safety, and our transportation. Stuff we absolutely take for granted today.
Okay, if you've ever been to an eye doctor, you've used this next Dutch invention. I guarantee it. In 1862, a Dutchman named Herman Snellen was the first to create that standardized eye chart. You know the one. It became the global standard for testing vision, and still is.
Fighting fires used to be about splashing water from the outside. But in 1673, Amsterdam's fire chief originated what we'd now call the modern fire attack. He was the very first to invent a flexible fire hose. It was made of leather, and it allowed firefighters to finally take water inside burning buildings for the first time ever. A total revolution in how we save cities.
This next one is just incredible. During the darkest days of World War II, a Dutch physician named Willem Kolff invented the world's first artificial kidney. And get this, while working under enemy occupation, he built this life-saving machine from whatever he could find: cellophane sausage skins, orange juice cans, and even spare car parts. Absolutely ingenious.
Now for the car buffs, check out the 1903 Spyker. This wasn't just a car, it was a bundle of world firsts, all from the Dutch. They were the first to build a car with a 6-cylinder engine, the first with 4-wheel drive, and the first with 4-wheel brakes. It was a true engineering masterpiece, way ahead of its time.
Okay, let's jump forward to the modern era, because the foundational code, the blueprint for our digital, connected world, it was first written in the Netherlands. From the music you listen to the microchips in your pocket, the Dutch laid it all out.
Think about how you listen to music before streaming. For almost 50 years, that experience was defined by the Dutch. The electronics giant Philips was the originator of both the cassette tape in the 60s and the compact disc in the 80s. They set the global standard for portable music for generations.
Here's one you probably didn't see coming: the speed camera. It wasn't invented to catch you speeding. It was first invented by a Dutch rally driver in the 1950s. His name was Moskatsenidis, and he originated the device simply to measure his own speed through corners, trying to get faster.
And what about all the invisible tech that connects our lives today? It's fundamentally Dutch. The essential patents in the core standards for both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, they were born first in Dutch research labs. You're using a Dutch invention right now. Now, this might be the most important Dutch first on the entire list. Seriously. Every single advanced microchip in your phone, your car, everything is made using a machine like this one. They're built by a Dutch company called ASML. and they have an absolute 100% global monopoly. They are the only company on the planet that can make them. But after all that, we get to the ultimate Dutch invention, the Netherlands itself. No, that's not an exaggeration. This is engineering on a planetary scale, where the Dutch were the very first people to literally build their own country.
You see, when faced with the constant, brutal threat of the sea, the Dutch didn't back down. They invented a whole new reality. Enormous projects like the Delta Works are the largest, most advanced flood protection systems anywhere in the world. A massive network of dams and barriers, first built by the Dutch to tame nature itself.
And the result of all that ingenuity? Just look at this number. Over a quarter of their entire country exists below sea level. It's kept dry only because of centuries of these Dutch engineering firsts. They didn't just protect their land, they created it from nothing. That is the ultimate act of invention.
From your kitchen to your phone to your bank account, the Dutch got there first. Next time you see the color orange, just remember you're walking through a Dutch invention.
Every deep dive we take here at the Deep Dive Curiosity Vault is fueled by your curiosity. If this investigation gave you a new perspective today, please hit the like button. It helps our vault reach more explorers like you. Subscribe to join our next mission by clicking the icon on the screen and check out our most recent investigation right here. As we continue to uncover the hidden truths of our world, stay curious.